like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. There's a lot of people want to be like this, but it's only one rebuttal entertainment. Facts over feelings, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about the clout chasing that's going on. Lorenzo, Tony K is in the building. With these two young fighters who say they don't care about Gervonta Tank Davis, don't even mention my name with Gervonta Tank Davis. Don't even do this, don't even do that. But all you hear now is these dudes, Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank, 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 tank. It's just crazy. I'm a little bit under the weather, so excuse me. It's just crazy, man. These dudes, they tell you not to mention him, but they still mention him. They tell you they don't want to hear. They tell you they don't want to hear, and they still talk about him. You know what I mean? And I'm glad Hannibal is on here, because he's going to get this smoke, because he don't know what he's talking about. He going to have to prove a point to me. If Tank Davis is an underachiever, what is Devin Haney? The biggest clout chaser of them all. We're going to get into it with a little bit more people coming here. Y'all know I don't care about the accolades. The accolades. The accolades. Tank achieved what he wanted to achieve. Devin achieved what he wants to achieve. That's it. Tank don't have to achieve what Hannibal want Tank to achieve or what Devin want him to achieve. Tank got what he want. Money to help feed his family. And he achieved that goal. He achieved that goal. Now all the other stuff that I talk about is just irrelevant. But we gonna get into it. Wasn't Shakur Stevenson going ham? Excuse me. Wasn't Shakur Stevenson going ham on saying, y'all don't mention me with Tank. Don't do this. Don't do that. I don't want to hear his name. But yet, excuse me, y'all. But yet, he's still bringing the name up. Thank you. He's still bringing the name up. When people talk, he's still bringing it up. Why? Aren't you the same dude that said you don't want to hear nothing about Tank Davis? They just got Hannibal, Tony K, Lorenzo. They just can't keep Tank Davis' name out their mouth. It is what it is. It's something about the little 5'5" kid from Baltimore. Well, grown man from Baltimore. That they can't stop keeping his name out the mouth. Devin. Especially Devin. He mad because he ain't get the big payday. He mad that he ain't get the big payday. Then he say, see now, I see why, and I've been saying it, Bill Haney do all the talking, because Devin don't know what the hell to say. Devin needs some training. He needs some training. Devin don't know what to say. Ain't nobody asked for the Pitbull Cruise and Tank Davis fight. That's what Devin Haney said. Devin. Nobody asked for the Regis Prograis fight. Nobody asked for the Brian Norman Jr. fight. Nobody asked for the Linares fight. We can go both ways. Stop and think before you talk. That's why your father do all the talking. That's why your father do all the talking, champ. We ain't asked for none of them fights. It can go both ways. We didn't ask for it. Don't care if it was the championship fight. Don't care if it was the unification fight. Don't care if it was whatever. We didn't ask for the fight. Nothing Hannibal can say to protect you, champ. You know, Devin Haney can't beat Virgil Ortiz. Nobody asked for it. So stop the cap. You know, stop the cap. Hannibal, I'm not reading that bullshit you talking. We talking boxing. I don't care about the titles. Don't care about the unification. I'm rebuttaling what Devin Haney said. We didn't ask for it. We didn't ask for it. You just picking and choosing the dudes that's weak and got titles. That's it. Shakur Stevenson, get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. You said you didn't want to say that man's name no more, and all you talk about in that interview I seen on Twitter was tank, 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 tank. Action, what's up, champ? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with y'all. You know, it's just crazy. No, I'm not knocking on the fighter, but Hannibal. If I say F Hannibal, I'm not talking about you no more. Nigga, I'm not talking about you no more. I will delete you off here and don't speak to you again. Don't say nothing about you again. That's me. I keep my word. I keep telling, that's why when I say you dudes believe anything these fighters say, they call a nigga name out, y'all believe them. Y'all gotta stop it. It's just all fun and games with these dudes. I'm gonna make my fan base think I want these niggas. Yeah, they obsessed. They is really obsessed with Tank. It's just crazy. Come on, people. Are y'all gonna open your eyes and see the reality of this stuff? I know these are y'all favorite fighters. I know they're y'all favorite fighters. But damn, can y'all, I mean, are you gonna criticize these dudes for once in your life? You know? Yeah, okay, Shakur wants to smoke. But he said, fuck Tank, he's this, he's that. Don't mention his name again, and I'm not mentioning his name again. And for the whole podcast, all he talked about was Tank. That's why, only thing I'm saying is, why do you guys listen and believe what these dudes say? Can anybody answer that in the chat? Why do Hannibal and the rest of you dudes listen and believe these dudes when all they do is contradict themselves? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. All they do is contradict themselves every time. Every daggone time, man. And it's starting to be a shame. You know? If you say that, don't say it. You know what I mean? You know, they call people out just to make you guys think that they want that fight. Just to make them think they want that fight. They say people's names just to make them think they want that fight. Shakur knows daggone well, you know, he's not going up to 47 to fight Ryan Garcia. Or 44. He know he wasn't going to do that. You know? You know it. Devin Haney and his daddy knew they can't be Boots tennis. But yeah, they want to contest his name too. Oh, we offer Boots. Y'all for Boots nothing Eddie Hearn said. Another fake stuff. 2 cents in the building. They don't really want to fight. You know, the clout chasing stops here. We're gonna talk back. All facts today. All facts today. None of the bull crap. We're gonna talk all facts. You know, enough is enough. You can't believe everything y'all favorite fighter tells y'all. That's the only thing I'm saying. All funny videos. What's up, champ? All funny videos. They think, you know, you want to hear facts on this show. You know, no matter who they like or like, but they not gonna tell you the truth. Because some of them are just in love with their favorite fighter. They just can't admit the truth. They can't admit the truth, man. It's just crazy. It's just crazy that they can't admit
you can't handle the truth.
That their favorite fighter be clout chasing. You know what I mean? 2 cents? Animal stupid. You know, you always, I'm trying, man. It's just facts. It's just facts, man. You know, tell me, what? Like I said, Devin said nobody asked for that fight. And I just named 3 fights ain't nobody asked for. We didn't ask for Devin Haney and Lenore. We didn't ask for Devin Haney and Rita's Programs. We didn't ask for Devin Haney and Brian Norman for shit. We really didn't ask for Devin in a lot of these fights, but we got them. We got them. We didn't ask for that shit. Devin said we didn't ask for Tank and Pitbull or, you know, we ain't asked for it. But we can do that with a lot of fighters. We can do the same thing with Shakur Stevenson. We didn't ask for Shakur and the China man. You know? But it's a lot. I don't care about the title holder. You keep saying that shit. That shit don't make you say what you say is real because the nigga had titles. Just because they had titles. We didn't ask for the fight. Now, what you saying just don't make sense. So what they had titles? Did we ask for the fight? Yes or no? We didn't ask Lenore ass. See, I'm sick of coming on the show today. I'm sick. We didn't ask for Lenore ass. We didn't ask for Regis. They saw Regis' last 2 fights. They knew he was fooled. They knew he was fooled. We didn't ask for that shit, but we got it. So we can go both ways with this argument. Y'all trying to put Devin on the pedestal that he's not on. You know? Yeah, that's all they do, 2 cents, but it don't work on this channel. They know it. I don't give a fuck about title and accolades. That shit don't make you the best fighter in the world. It don't. Shit, George Kambosos had titles. I don't care about it. You know, it's just facts over feelings. These niggas, we don't act, y'all giving us shit that we didn't ask for. But you continue to clout chase this kid who don't give a fuck about fighting you or nothing. All this kid care about is his money and feeding his family. You know, only time Tank get activated is when he's about to fight. Other than that, he don't mention none of these niggas. But why they still mention him? And you can't eat legacy, and legacy only count when you're not here no more. Exactly. That's all they talk about. That's because they keep listening to these old podcast niggas. You know what I mean? Who say this legacy and all that bullshit. That stuff don't get you nowhere. It gets you in the Hall of Fame. Okay. Whoopie-doo. Your name is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Whoopie-doo. That's it. You achieve something in life. The Hall of Fame. Okay. You know what I mean? You can mention it all you want. He's clout chasing. Both of these dudes, see, I'm going to keep saying it all show. These dudes said they do not want to hear nothing about Gervonta Tank Davis, but them the same nigga that keep mentioning his name. And Devin, now, like I said, I see why he don't talk. Now you see why Bill do all the talking. Their favorite fighters only got titles. That's why they act like that. You know, and let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. 2 Cents, Hannibal, funny videos, Tony, and all y'all that are in here. Hit the like button. Y'all, come on. We got 40, 30 people in here. Hit the like button. Double tap the screen. Double tap the screen. Let me ask y'all something. Now, all these dudes keep talking about titles, you know, titles, legacy, right? Titles, legacy. What else? What else, Hannibal? What else? Titles, legacy. What else? What else? Come on, you the man that bring all this bullshit up. Could you be clout chasing? Titles, legacy. What else? Achievements. Let me say that. Okay, you got the title. You've been a title holder. You know, you've been undisputed. You 3 division weight class champion, right? Right? You all of that. You all of that. You guys are all of that, right? This one nigga, one little 5'5", 135-pound dude. If you fight him, he'll make you famous. 5'5", 135-pound dude. If you fight him, he'll make you famous. Which one you rather have? You become a nobody to a somebody overnight and you ain't even held the belt. You ain't even been undisputed. You ain't even did a unification. You're not a 3 division champion. You became famous overnight for fighting this one dude, 5'5", 135 pounds. What's the difference? What's better? What's better? You ain't got nothing to say. I will cook all these dudes that be doing all that stuff. I just ain't got time. All they do is get on these shows, you know, think the Bravo and doing all this crazy stuff and think they like that on these podcasts and all this fake talking and talking points and all that over talking you and all that bullshit. Slide counter. What's up, champ? They can't handle the truth today, but they're gonna learn it.
You can't handle the truth.
They're gonna learn it. You know what I mean? They're gonna learn it. You say Jake Paul more famous than Tank. Okay, who Jake Paul made famous? Who Jake Paul done made famous? You know? Who has Jake Paul done made famous? Y'all don't know? So I don't even know. He can't say that. That's crazy. So that killed that argument right there. That kills that argument right there. Who Jake Paul done made famous? See, all this talking these dudes do, you can rebuttal. You rebuttal that bull stuff. Stop listening. I'm telling you people, stop going to these people's shows and listening to the bullshit these niggas say. Now that was my somebody was calling me. That was my phone. My phone. But you can go on these dudes' shows and rebuttal all that bullshit these people be saying. They clout chasing, they nut hugging their favorite fighters. They never going to tell you the truth. You know, they going to let you, put you in their narrative. That's all. They're going to keep feeding you their narrative. But when their narrative is not shit, it's not nothing. You know, it's not nothing. Oh, Devin Haney challenging himself. With who? The last time he challenged himself, he got his ass whooped. He really got his ass whooped last time he challenged himself. When the dude was the same size as him. That's what I consider challenging himself. I mean, he almost died in the ring because he couldn't duck a certain punch. That's facts. Ryan had Austrian in his system. Okay. But if you'd have ducked that punch, you would have won the fight. If you would have ducked that punch, you would have won the fight. But excuses. They say they're too loud. Damn Haney fans gonna come out. Come on, I ain't scared of no Haney fan. Got one nut hugger in here all day, every day. You know, he got his ass whooped when when he fought somebody. Devin don't duck nobody. He ain't duck nobody. Who has he fought? Ryan Garcia. And he lost. Lomachenko, old. He said he was old. Out of shape, done, about to retire. And people can say he lost. So let's be real. Let's break it down. Where is he daring to be great? They gonna say, oh, Lou, you hating on Devin. How? Rebuttal me. Tell me how. Tell me what fighter Devin Haney got in the ring with besides, I'm going to give him Lomachenko and Ryan Garcia. That was worth it. That was worthy. They had any kind of thing. You know? We talking boxing. You know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with who has Tank beaten. Do you hear Tank Davis or hear clout chasing? That's the thing. Who has he beaten? You know who he beat? Young, hungry fighters that all became champions. That all became champions. Rebuttal that. Rebuttal that. Punchers. Rebuttal that. Hit the like button, double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber, join members only. You know?
You can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth.
That boxing card they just had, all of them was Tank X fighters that he beat. All of them that was champions. All of them. What young, hungry fighter is still fighting right now that's champion that Devin Haney beat? Or Shakur Stevenson beat? Young, hungry fighter. You know what I mean? Hannibal, you wrong. I just ain't got time for it. Google it. I'm not going to do your work for it. See, sometimes you just become on here running your mouth. Everybody knows Tank beat more champions than Devin. But you just want to run your mouth. So you just keep running your mouth. Bosses are supposed to seek the best competition to challenge themselves. If not clout, if they are born. Oh, no, it is clout if you say you're not going to mention that nigga name again. Then you still mentioning it. When you call this dude all kinds of names, you tell reporters don't mention that man's name to you. What the fuck is it? What is it? You niggas must not be from the street. You niggas just from the suburbs or something. Y'all don't know what that is. If I say I'm not speaking a nigga name no more, I'm not speaking a nigga name no more. But yesterday, both of these dudes still calling out the dude that don't even mention their ass unless he's about to fight. If somebody asks him the question. Once he's not fighting, he don't even think about these dudes. But yet, they still think about this kid. That's not clout chasing. When you say, nah, don't mention this nigga name to me no more. I don't give a fuck about this nigga that. And your daddy said, and you said, and everybody said, but yet you still bringing his name up? What is it if it ain't clout chasing? Just like the podcast they don't like Tank so much. All they do is got Tank. Yeah, because he gonna bring algorithm. He the algorithm. They hate to say it. They hate to say it. Tank ain't been fighting in how long? How long? And he's still more popular than any of these niggas out there. Now, they do all this kind of Devin hate say, anybody asked for the Pitbull Cruz fight? Ain't that what he said? I guarantee you that everybody and their mama be there watching that fight. I guarantee you everybody and their mama will be at that fight watching it. I don't even want to see the fight. Mama going to watch it. You know? You know what I mean? I don't even want to see the fight. But I'm going to watch it. Don't call my name, nigga. If you call me all these names and say I'm this and say I'm that, it's something about me that bothers you. You want to be me. Maybe that's what it is. They want to be him. You know? Who is that? Oh, my man in the building. Yeah, you know, they wants to be this kid. You got to say it. Speak it how it is. We know Devin want to be Tank. You know, he be, when Tank fight, Devin be like this. Shakur be like, yeah, I wish I had fans like this. I wish I had people come watch me fight like this. I wish it wasn't a snooze fest. They want to be like Tank. They want to be like him. That's all. They both had their chance to fight him. I got Fedora cooking Thurman, but Thurman, they live dog. Hey, it is what it is, Walter. You know, it is what it is. We'll see. We'll see, Walter. That's why they get in the ring and swing. We got 2 weeks, right? We got 2 weeks. That's why they get in the ring and swing. You know? You better not dump me, son. Yeah, we're going to see what he do. But, you know, Walter, that's all it gets me. These niggas can say all that bullshit. I'm concentrating on what the show is about. All that bullshit they saying, I don't even give a damn about it. These two fighters still calling this kid name out, and he's not giving them one thought. And they both say they would never talk about him, don't mention him and all this shit, but yet they still talking about him. It's something about him that they want to be. You know? It's something about that kid Tank Davis that Devin, Haney, and Shakur Stevenson want to be like. They want to be like. Keyshawn Davis, the same thing, calling everybody's name. Keyshawn just want to fight. Keyshawn want to fight somebody. That's all. Keyshawn trying to get a fight. I don't know why Richard Hitchens won't fight him. That's who he need to be fighting, Richard Hitchens. But Hitchens, I don't know if he's going to Zuffa or not. You know, stop with the clout chasing. Stop it. You know, y'all gotta, I challenge these dudes on these podcasts just to be real for once and stop being a nut-hugging fan. A nut-hugging fan. Just tell your people the truth. Tell the people the truth. Babyface, everybody wants to take that. You know, it's okay to want the tank bag, right? Yeah, okay. But there's ways to get it. There's ways to do it. Right? It's okay. Nah, I got evidence. If you want the bag, you got to go a different way about it. All that being this, faking, knowing you're not a gangster, Shakur Stevenson. telling people don't call that sucking it, knowing all this stuff that these dudes do, that ain't getting you the bag. Well, yeah, he might be going to Zuffa. They ain't gonna miss him. He go to Zuffa, he gotta drop that IBF belt. IBF ain't gonna let him hold that belt. He ain't even want to. Man, no, Victor Hitcher is the worst champion ever besides Xander Zayas. Teach in the building. What's up, Teach? This stuff is crazy, man. Telling y'all. Andrew in the building. Well, they announced Ryan versus Devin. No, they already signed a deal to fight Rolly in May. I don't know. Well, they not announcing nothing. That's clout chasing Devin Haney and Bill Haney announcing something. And then if Ryan say, no, that's not true, they're going to say he's scared. Did you hear Ryan Garcia say anything about that? I don't listen to the Haneys. Nothing they say. I hope it happens. Then he'll stop ducking. But until Ryan say, yeah, it's true, and they get in there and sign, then it's true. Other than that, I don't listen to them. They just want you to talk about it. That's all. Like, that's what the rest of these podcast niggas do. They announce stuff, well, it might happen. No, nigga, did Ryan say it's going to happen? Did Oscar say it was going to happen? Bill Haney ain't no damn promoter. Ryan Garcia's on the Golden Boy. Did y'all hear Oscar say anything? Nah, Walter, I don't care. Brian, what's up, Brian? I don't know if it's confirmed or not. I don't know if he's going to Zuffa or not. Who cares? Okay, stands and Zayas. And then you got these dudes, it's just crazy, man. And then when Oscar say, who said we making a fight? The 5th. I ain't heard nothing about it. Then what they gonna do? What the Haney's gonna do then? Ryan can't do nothing unless it's under Oscar Golden Boy promoting Oscar De La Hoya. You don't think Oscar would have said something? And until he say something, we won't know. Until he say something, we won't know. So I don't listen to these podcasts putting it, Haney them put it on there, said the 5th is going to happen. We finally going to get the rematch. Nigga, did Oscar say it? Did Oscar say it? So kill me with that bullcrap. Come on, man. Y'all should be better than this. Y'all should know how the game works by now. It takes 2 to tangle. It takes 2 to tangle. Maybe that's where they wanted at. Raider Stadium. September. Haney fight, y'all fall for anything, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all fall for anything. Y'all be bamboozled, man. Y'all be bamboozled. It doesn't make no sense. Until both parties say something, especially Golden Boy, because you know how Golden Boy is. We don't know. How Devin Haney Promotions going to announce anything? Who they fight under? Bill don't pay nobody. Bill ain't promoting no fight. Do y'all know this? That's just a title. What the hell is Devin Haney Promotion promoting? What venue they buying? What platform they have? You know? Or they out there on their knees holding a turkey hand and kissing his dirty feet. Rick Tibbs in the building. What's up, Rick? Rick, these dudes delusional, man. They delusional, Rick, but you know, I'll reel them back in, Rick. I'll reel them back in real quick, champ. You know, I'm tired of these dudes clout chasing, man. All these fighters. They gotta stop it. They gotta stop it, man. Enough is enough. That's nothing for tax purposes, Walter. That's nothing for tax purposes. That's all that is. You know, that's all it is. But yeah, that's why I don't listen to none of these dudes, man. None of them. Especially the Haney. I don't listen to none of that. None of that shit they talking about. You know, none of that. Because they so stuck on podcasts and telling lies. A whole lot of money. Yeah, they is. They got their own team. You know, they got people who push on fake narratives. That's how podcasts work. They got people who push out the fake narrative for their favorite fighters. But see, you will know the difference when it comes to Golden Boy. Because Oscar will tell you quick if it's facts or if it's true or false. And he ain't said a damn thing. Yeah, Brian, I don't listen to none of them niggas. None of them. All of them. It's just crazy. You know? I'm going to say this again to you guys. They come in here and throw all these crazy stuff out there. Accolades. He did this, he did that. You know, he not fighting. He ain't trying to challenge himself. I asked you one question. Give me 3 fighters Devin Haney fought that he tried to challenge himself. Give me 3 fighters Shakur Stevenson fought that he tried to challenge himself. Or who we asked. Us coming out with the clout back there. He gonna tell you, yeah. Or who we asked for them to fight. Because that's the big narrative there. We ain't asked for none of them motherfucking fights, but maybe 1 or 2 from both of them dudes. But when this little 5'5" nigga come back in boxing, boy, they put his name right back in their mouth. And he don't even mention them niggas. He don't even think about these dudes. It just shows you. It just shows you how far we're boxing at right now. You know? It just shows you where it's at. These niggas supposed to be named, have names, they supposed to be big time. Now the little 5'5" dude from Baltimore got to come back and help y'all out. You niggas not famous like you think you are. And I keep telling you, Bill more famous than Devin. His daddy is more famous than him. They're not famous. When it comes to these dudes, it's Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, Devin and Shakur. If you want, that's how the line of the most known. So stop, people. Stop with the clout chasing. Shakur, you said you wasn't never mentioning Tank name again. You don't want no podcast, nobody mentioning that man name to him. But yet, all you did the whole show was talk about Tank. That's why I keep telling you guys, you know, it's okay to have a favorite fighter. It's okay to have a favorite fighter. But you got to call him out and tell him stop lying. I thought you wasn't mentioning this nigga no more. We love Tank the fighter here in Baltimore. You know? I don't know what y'all want to say about it, but it's just crazy, man. You know, We're gonna always speak facts over feelings on this show. Facts over feelings. And I heard some people doing that show now. That's my word. It's just crazy, man. People can't think of their own shit no more. But hey, sooner or later, you guys gonna learn that it's all about clout. It's all about clout. Oh, UK bombs, yeah. I don't talk about them UK bombs. I don't talk about them UK bombs, Walter. Babyface, hey, Kibosa, Lomachenko, and Ryan Garcia. What about them? But yeah, that's what's going on, people. That's what's going on. You know, enough is enough. Why not? The UK guy. And now most of them dudes done. They on steroid. They old. Them UK dudes, man. Well, I don't talk about them. Ain't nothing but a couple of them there, man. But we got to get together, people. We got to get together because some of this stuff just ridiculous, man. You know, like I said before, it's okay to be a fan. Be a nut job like Hannibal, who keep saying weird shit. Stuff like this, I don't want to pay no attention to Boston no more. Yeah, Andrew is just crazy. You know. That Devin challenged himself. Oh, okay. He challenged himself against George Kimbosa. Okay. You know, he challenged himself against George Kimbosa. He challenged himself against Lomachenko. That was a challenge himself. A dude that he said was old, was done in a bump. Smaller than him and everything. He challenged himself, right? Lomachenko. But people can say he lost to Lomachenko. And the only challenge he challenged because he thought the dude was crazy was Ryan Garcia, and he got his ass killed. See what happens when you really challenge yourself with somebody that's just the same size as you? That's, you know, not nobody, when you rehydrate, you 165, them niggas 140. You know what I mean? No, that wasn't no re-challenge. I don't know what they fighting. I don't even know if they fighting. I don't listen to Devin Haney now. I don't listen to that stuff. Devin slow as fuck. I've been watching film. No, that's right. You know, I don't know, 2 Cents, man. This stuff just it just starting to get weird now. You know what I mean? It just starting to get weird. These dudes, man, and just do for stuff and all this boxing stuff. A lot of these dudes ain't got platforms to fight on. You know, these guys ain't got platforms to fight on and stuff like that. Oh man, it cause Tank coming back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's because Tank coming back. But why mention him when you say you don't give a damn about him and F him and all this stuff? Why mention his name? Why why say anything about him? You dudes been doing a hard Tank been sitting down chilling, dealing with his shit in court and all this stuff. You dudes been doing all the fighting and all in the press and all this stuff, and your name's still the same. You know, your name still the same. How that make you feel? You know, y'all doing all this stuff. Your father doing all this hollering. You doing all this stuff, calling this man names. You know, and yet y'all still below the guy. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. You got now. I see what it is. You guys mad because this nigga not fighting. He got problems outside the ring, and you still beneath him. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. You still beneath him. You can't get over the hump. That's what it is. That's why they clout chasing now. That's why his fans, his podcasters, and all these, they mad. Because, all these niggas that be nut hugging the Haneys and Stevensons and all these dudes that be talking about Tank like balls and all this stuff, they also mad. They mad because their favorite fighter can't sit out a year or two and come back and still be above that nigga. Them niggas. Did you see the video where Gary Russell said all Shakur do is swing and jump back? Exact same thing that Tank said Shakur do. Yeah, he jumped back. He quick. He jumped back like a rabbit. It's kind of crazy that Devin and Shakur was supposed to fight at 135, but the Haney pulled off of that Shakur was not going to accept because he knows Shakur was going to beat him. That's why they threw it down that low, but what Shakur should have did, Andrew, is took it. See, sometimes you got to call a nigga bluff. If they were going to give me 15%, I'll be like, okay, I'll take 25, whatever it was. I'll be like, okay, I'll take it. Let's just do the fight. See what I'm saying? Sometimes a fighter got to take a fighter bluff. And Shakur should have took his bluff. Should have took their bluff. He should have took it. So I blame Shakur for that one. He knew they were going to lowball him because they ain't really want that smoke. So he should have took it, but he didn't take it. Just imagine, Andrew, if Shakur would have been like, okay, I'm taking it, let's fight. And then the ball would have been back in their court. What do you think they would have did? Okay, that's fine, Walter. Fact, sometimes you got to get in where you fit in. I think Shakur should. Yeah, sometimes slide counter. Not just Shakur. Brian Norman Jr. He should have took that money from when Eddie Hearn offered for boots. That was the most money he ever would have got paid. But sometimes you think you more. You had the father doing all this talk. That's why he's in the predicament he in now. But now, you better be glad he didn't take that money, because Boots would have put the hurting on that nigga. But they lowball him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All funny. Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%, man. That's what happened. That's what happened. Like I said, sometimes these bosses got to make choices. I can take this, and I know it's a low ball money off. I know it's some bull. But if I do good enough, or maybe I might even upset this nigga, the ball will be in my court then. You know what I mean? The ball will be in my court, but Shakur ain't do it. Brian Norman ain't do it. A lot of people, you got to do it. You got to sacrifice sometimes. You think the best thing he did was not take the fight? Okay. Yeah, kissing the ring, kissing the feet, kissing everything. But just think, what I'm saying is, if he'd have said, I'm taking that money, they wouldn't have fought him anyway. They wouldn't have fought him. Then Shakur would have said, I called their bluff. That just showed they didn't want to fight. But now they can say he didn't want to fight because he didn't take the money. So that's all. That's all. About the thing there. Yeah. A lot of them think that now. When reality gonna set back in is when Turkey stopped giving these dudes that money. When he say he's done with it, boxing, he got his little Zuffa thing now, and he stopped giving them niggas that money. That's a reality he's gonna set back in. Them niggas gonna go back and making 1.5, $2, $3 million. You know, that's when it's gonna sit back in. You know what I mean? All the rest of the stuff is, they gonna be like, oh, they gonna be crying the blues, man. But until then, hey, they get a nice little change, and they gonna keep doing what they're doing. But talk real shit. Stop clout chasing. I don't know. I ain't counting nobody's money. I don't know what he did. Man, it take a long time. Man, it take a minute for that cup to come, Jason. It should be on the. Matter of fact, I'll check and see. I done got you down though. I got you, champ. And look, ask Trump with the term slowing the cup down. My man Jason in the building. Really none of these should be talking about each other anymore. None of them are in the same weight class. Yeah, 1,000%. You trim up your whiskers. I can never get my stuff that tight. Some guy, what's up, champ? See, I'm on the Joe, and I'm the dog. But I'm tired of you niggas. I'm tired of these niggas clout chasing. The Tank didn't take the bait. Tank made his money in the U.S. Yeah, 1,000%. Tank told you niggas he wasn't going to hug the hand and kiss the finger, kiss the ring like the rest of them niggas. Them niggas have no other choice. Because they really see now, you see where it comes to fruition. The guys that you niggas think is famous, they not famous. They need turkey to make money. Tank don't need turkey to make money. That just shows you right there. Like they say, it's levels to this. It's levels to this. Now you guys see why these dudes hate Tank Davis. That's why they clout chasing and keep calling his name. That's why they clout chasing and keep calling his name, man. Like I said, you still fighting. You still doing interviews. You still going to fights. Both of you niggas. This nigga at home playing with his daughter, worrying about his court cases. But yet, you nigga can't overtake him in popularity. And that's why they mad. That's why they mad. That's why they mad. That's why they mad at Tank. How nigga getting to sit out, don't fight nobody, and still more popular than Devin and Shakur? Well, everybody, really. That's why they held him. That's why Shakur still calling them names. Because he can't get over the hump. And the only way he can get over the hump if he fight him and beat him. But might not happen. So until then, he should be trying to fight Devin. He should be trying to fight Ryan. He should be trying to fight Gary Antoine. This Shakur Stevenson. Those are the fights he should be trying to fight. Devin at 147. Devin's next fight should have been Ryan Garcia. But he's trying to fight Bolo, okay. He should be trying to fight, rematch Ryan, get that back. He said boost the bump. Ain't that what Devin Haney said? Go fight Boost Ennis. And show us that Boost Ennis is a bump, since you say he's a bump. Go show us that Boost Ennis is a bump. It wouldn't go 5 rounds. Boost Ennis knocks Devin Haney head off in 5 rounds. Matter of fact, I don't think he beat none of them niggas at 54. So he needs to stay at 47. Stop clout chasing these other fighters, like your daddy telling you to do. Learn how to critique, learn how to talk when you on these shows. Steady saying, you know, Wayne asked for the Tank Davis and Pitbull fight. That was Devin Haney said. Mel, Devin is I thought Shakur was from the trenches. Yeah, from the trenches, like. Wayne asked for a lot of these fights from a lot of these fighters. It can go both ways. It can go both ways. But yeah, we getting them. But yeah, man. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy, you guys, how these guys can just sit here, clout chase, and but no repercussion because their fans won't tell them the truth. That they really ain't shit. Until they step up to the plate. Don't wait for Tank. Don't wait for Tank. No, you step up to the plate. Those would look like Roy Ali and Angle and Devin look. Yeah. And they do all that. Oh, we send them off. Eddie Hearn said no such thing. Bill and Devin going to clout chase to the day they die. Bill going to wail and lie and do all this crazy stuff to the day they die. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fun to let me tell y'all niggas something. Let me say this to you guys. Now, listen carefully, I'm bringing it up close. You can live in the trenches. But was you in the trenches? You can live in the trenches neighborhood. But was you in the trenches? It's totally different. It's totally different. You can live in a rough part of New Jersey, but was you the rough part of New Jersey? Was you hanging with the rough part of New Jersey niggas? It's totally different. That nigga was in the boxing ring his whole life. Stop it. It's totally different. It's totally different. It's just totally different. Stop these niggas, man. Y'all gotta stop that bullshit, man. But, oh man, I tell you, man. It's crazy. Rick James said it best. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, Luke. Tank was also in the boxing ring his whole life. Who said he wasn't? Who said he wasn't? But it's a difference. We got info of Tank fighting every day after school, getting suspended from school. Do we got info on Shakur or Devin doing that? It's quiet. It's a difference. But I'm not, that's tomato. Y'all nitpicking. Brian King, these niggas will never learn what this shit is. They just nitpicking. But if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Devin from Henderson, Nevada. Ain't nothing up to 80%, 70% white. Y'all just be running y'all mouth sometimes, man. Just be running your mouth. Call a spade a spade. Man, y'all got me on this joint sick. I'm breathing out my mouth. I can't breathe out my nose. But I had to come on today for this shit. It's ridiculous, man. We're going to see. Hopefully, we can get these fights. These dudes fight each other, hopefully, and we can judge them by then. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get who is that? Let me get Babyface a rant before I get up out of here. I got the Babyface. Give me 1 minute, champ. All right, give me 1 minute, champ. At least he talked boxing. So I'm gonna give him a ranch. There you go, babyface. Think that talk fake tough street talk. He's speaking about whooping ass in the ring. Look, yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, man. But it is what it is, man. I'm telling y'all, man. It just got to get better with this stuff, man. You know. But I'm sick and I came on the show today, man. At least show me some love by double tapping the screen, hit the like button, join members only, man. Hit the description, hit the link, go join members only. That helps the channel if you join members only. So you don't super chat, you don't cash out, just join members only. It helps the channel. I can't breathe, but it is what it is, man. I hope y'all appreciate me coming on this joint sick. Oh man, y'all know I'm off on Thursday, man. So peace and blessing. I'm about to get up out of here, man. I can't breathe now, so it's time to go, man. I'll talk to you guys Friday, man. Peace.